Hey, what's up, everybody? I'm Jemele Hill. You might know me from the sports world, or because at one time I called a Hey, I know y'all not gonna blick me on my own podcast.
Tell us more about the launch of this podcast.
The title of it, Jemele Hill is Unbothered, is kind of captures the mood of where I am in my life right now, my station in life. Because I think now with me having the most creative freedom I think I've ever had in my career, being at a point where I can work with people and not necessarily for people, it kind of represents this new evolution that I'm going through right now.
People love hearing from you. You're so riveting and you have revelatory things to say quite often. What can we look forward to hearing from you?
Well, I think truth. That's what I've always represented. And, part of the reason why I wanted both Michael Arsenault and Cole Wiley, who's a filmmaker, is because they come kind of from the same station of truth that I do.
Tell me more about the partnership with Spotify.
It evolved very organically, very naturally. I wanted to kind of do a podcast, and they made their interest in me known as well. And so we sort of wrote, do you want to go with me letters to one another? Check yes, check no. We both check yes.
Were you forced out of SportsCenter? Was that your choice?
This was definitely 100% my choice. Ultimately, I had a lot of things that I really wanted to say and wanted to express, and the SportsCenter vehicle is not necessarily set up for that.
You were able to do something incredible, and that was leave where you were after planting a seed, growing there, but you also had an exit strategy. Mm-hmm. Can you talk to us more about the importance of being able to negotiate and advice that you may have to share?
Yeah, I do think that, especially women, we tend to underestimate our own abilities. We can be our own worst enemy when it comes to negotiating. And, that was really key for me when I selected my representation, was that I needed somebody, frankly, who was going to be a jerk about getting me my money. I think I became a lot better journalist when I became a much better businesswoman. People ask me all the time, why did you get in television? Very easy answer, for money.
You moved to LA.
Yeah.
People are expecting great things of you, especially after your narration of the LeBron James documentary. Mm-hmm. What's next? What can we expect from you?
We're working on a comedy series with Gabrielle Union and Sony developing that. And where Gabrielle will be the EP, not the necessarily star in it. She'll help us executive produce this. So that is, really exciting. And along those same lines, we felt like this was our opportunity at a time where content has become so key and central, especially during this time where there's an interest in content and an interest in content that comes from people of color in particular.
What advice do you have for people who are looking to shake things up in their career? How can they prepare for that moment and prepare for life after that moment?
Well, as long as they understand that it's a process. It took me 21 years to get to this point, right? And I do understand our natural ambition wants everything to happen tomorrow. But there's something to be said for, playing the long game. That doesn't mean that if you're in a job you don't like, you just stay there. But it does mean like a lot of times you can be strategic and risky at the same time.